This is the other half of the Carnation Designs Phoenix control panel, but this is the main board, I guess. Taken a lot of the wires out and the fuses and a couple of relays as well, but the wires pretty much, you can see those, just those on there, they go into the slots at the side of the case. Hope you can see that. So this board is pretty much the, like, I suppose, brains of the ambulance control system. So each relay controls a different thing, and the panel that was in my last video, this one, it would have had a microchip there that talks to that one, and then this decides if the output can be turned on, because there's certain outputs that only work with the ignition on, certain outputs will only activate if the handbrake is on, stuff like that. So see if we can zoom in. I don't know, unfortunately this board is a little bit too big for the table, and I don't know if this camera will actually zoom in. Anyway, so each relay has a, you can't really see it, but it's a white and yellow LED, and they light up when the output has been activated. So it's really good for troubleshooting. But obviously there's a lot of good fuses. I don't know which way the camera's angled, so some really good fuses. So I shall be saving those and reusing them in the ambulance, other things and such. So this bank here was the one that controlled the light bar, well, the rear light bar anyway. So you'd have stuff like left and right indicators, reverse lights, brake lights, stuff like that. There were loop to those inputs there that you can probably just about see where my finger is. Yeah, it's a custom design board. I mean, there's not really too much to say about it. That was actually down this, you can't see on camera, but it was basically down one of these sides, just kind of like that. And this is actually the, well, what I believe is the headlight flasher module. So it's all labels and such, so this could be reused to run a couple of LED strobes or LED lights. Anyway, if you wanted flashing lights, personally that's probably something I'm going to stay away from, because the amber lights that I've got already have built-in flasher units anyway. So yeah, you've got, what's that, about something like 30 or so relays, I think. Yeah, so 32, so what, like, okay, 38 relays, and every single one of them are in sockets, and you should be able to pull them. Great example. Hey. Anyway, yeah, so you can pull them out and replace them. Same with the fuses. They're all just on, they're all just in really nice holders. As I was saying earlier, quite nice fuses, reusable. So the way Carnation designed this is it's actually fairly modular, because on my ambulance, of the 38 relays, I think there's about 4 or 5 that aren't actually being used. Obviously they build the boards exactly the same for every ambulance, and then it's the software on this chip that pretty much tells the board which relays will get turned off, or well, on or off, when you push the buttons on that controller I showed earlier. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously, there's a couple of connectors. You can see them just where my thumb is. That was the connectors to where the front panel controllers went. Just for a quick sense of the amount of wires that were just, that's not wire, quick sense for the wires that were just in the actual controller bit, that were all looped round in this box here. So you've got like yellow wires, I believe, were the input wires, red ones are the outputs, because you can tell how thick they are. So yeah, just this bundle of wires here was in this box. So the plan is to gut this enclosure and then put my own fuse board and relays in, and then just use these connectors to make it fairly modular. So I did consider putting this back in and trying to somehow slim down the power usage, but I don't think that's possible, really. I would have liked to have kept the status LEDs for each relay. So as I was saying earlier, I think the yellow one lights up from an input, and then the green one lights up if the relay's output, I guess. So that would have been really handy to troubleshoot various circuits, but it is what it is, really. It's just far too power hungry. So yeah, this one's not really much of a teardown, but this is the other half. Let me see if I can. I don't know if you can see that label. It's probably not going to zoom in, is it? I don't see that, but oh no, camera's lost focus there. So it says it was built on the 21st of the 2nd, 2007. So this is obviously the original control board when the ambulance was first built. There's another label there with various information on, but what's quite funny is it says it's the Condor system. Now, as far as I was aware, this system was called the Phoenix system, which is part of the inspiration for the naming of my van, Project Phoenix. Although recently I've started to call it Phoenix because I don't know, I just started calling it Phoenix, I guess. So yeah, short one again, guys and gals, of course.